on. Big up yourself anywhere you stand. Only ladies who like the Gucci look back. Want somebody? Blessings, blessings, blessings. We have 2 guests out at Trinidad on the live tonight. 2 artists coming up on the live tonight. Let's share the live. Let me get going. Yes. I'm going to let them know what happened. Next track. This is Frolic by Eggy Dan. Big up my DJ, Karim Suave on the live. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Karim Suave. Make sure you get all your tickets for Suave branch, for Camparang, and send in all your donations to now. Oh God, support the thing. There we go, there we go. I must play the music from the artist before I bring them on the live. All you know that. All you know that. Who went Miami? I must see who went Miami here. It wasn't a wet fit, contrary to what everyone thinks. This is Frolic from Eggy Dan. You're familiar, put the things on all your carts. Put the things on all your playlists. Support the artists and them. Hello. We ain't sticking tonight. Stink and Dirty. Rreecey and Eggy. So you liking the music, or you drop some hearts, drop some flames. Show the artist some love now. I'm gonna add them to the live. I need Rreecey and Eggy to send the request. Right. Good night.
Bless.
No 1 second, I'm adding. People, I don't care. Good night, good night, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Well,
I'm good.
You know, I must say, on Eggy's side, light and poor, the feedback. So, I don't know if you have headphones or what you're listening to, but you could hear us, right?
Yes, I can hear clear.
Vibes. That's what we're talking about. So, how are the Wednesday going? Where's the vibe?
Good, just chilling, relaxing, having a drink.
I just get a drink. Hooligan say, Rasclat, all your link up here, relink up. So, people, I'm not adjust this here because I want to make sure, you know, they could see me clearly.
Sorry about my camera like that in because in my car had now finished working.
I figured that, but here what? It's all love, you know why? If you're not working, we get any money to do the music, right?
Alright then.
Yes, people, Suave branches on Eventbrite. Make sure you check that out. Thanks to the plug there. Good night to the guests on the live. thank you for your time and thank you for being on Behind the Soca. You know, the segments we want to shed light on every aspect of soca, from the artists, the producers, the promoters, the writers, everybody, right? So tell the people on the live who you are and what part of Trinidad and Tobago you're representing.
So my name is Rreecey. I'm coming all the way from Belmont, Port of Spain in Trinidad.
Okay.
Yeah, so anybody from Belmont, pick up on this song. And basically, I've been doing music for some years, from since primary school, and I started off actually with the calypso.
Okay.
And so Pat came to New York when I reside in New York. Entered the soca calypso monarch out here. I came second.
Nice.
And then transition in 2017 over into the soca because of Eggy Dan.
Okay, well, let me let Eggy introduce himself. Sister straight out of Belmont, back.
Well, to everybody who on the live, I go by the name Eggy Dan. I representing Mova. I come from Paradise Heights.
Big up Mova, Paradise Heights.
Yes.
Nice. So, Eggy, Rreecey already jump ahead and say, when she started singing. But Rreecey, what was the first song that you entered the soca arena with?
There was a song called Afro Rane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who wrote that? Did you write that song?
Yeah, that was written by Eggy.
Oh, what?
It was actually a collaboration between Eggy and myself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, Eggy writing.
Yeah.
He laughing.
Yes.
So, Eggy, what year did you enter the soca arena, and what was your first song that you entered the arena with?
Well, 2012 was the first time I really take the music serious. So I could say that year is when I entered, and I entered with a song called Wet.
Okay.
That I write myself as well.
Oh, you wrote the song?
Yes.
So who produced the song?
That production was underground production.
Okay. You're one of them rappers, you doing underground things.
Yes.
Get it. So, really and truly, like, how did you guys meet?
Well, I used to do here in the shop that Egg used to work in, because she used to barber.
Okay.
And that's how we met. And I was busy minding my business, and he was talking about music. And same time, my friend jumped up and was like, "Oh, Rreecey does do music too." And he was like, "Oh, really?" And then he asked to listen to my song. Them time I was doing calypso.
Okay.
And so then he was like, "Oh, you have to come out of this calypso thing. You need to sing soca." All them time I running from the soca same way.
Right. So,
and then he convinced me and I went over.
So, Eggy, why you think she needed to come out of singing calypso and jump into soca?
Yeah, because she have a very powerful voice.
That she do.
She do have a voice that the soca industry they're ready for it, but it's about to happen.
Okay.
So I heard that. Like sometimes you can't really hear your own self, but somebody else could hear that for you.
Right, yeah.
And that's what happened in that moment.
So what made you take heed?
I was like, you know what? To be honest, he wasn't the only person to gail, and I had other soca artists who told me, "Rreecey, you should get over to the soca." But I just used to run from it after hearing stories, because I have friends who sing soca too, and I was like, "Oh gosh, man, if I want to deal with this," and I just stuck with my calypso, because that's something I love. I still love calypso, even though I'm doing soca. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's a sign. Maybe I'm supposed to let me try it out.
Understood.
And so from there, I just went, and it's no stopping now.
Well, hey, that's the mentality to have, eh? So you would say Eggy inspired you?
Yeah. I'm singing Sandra also.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Eggy, who or what inspired you to start singing soca?
What inspired me to start singing soca? Being in the industry, at the point in time when I was doing music, it wasn't even Trinidad. We used to chant.
Right.
Right. And being in the industry as a a Trinidadian doing this music, I feel like, man, this is the route I should go, soca.
Okay.
So
Right.
the culture is what really inspired me to want to do the soca music that way. Sorry,
So
all my life cut
it's
off.
so it's not that the chanting and stuff not really pushing in Trinidad at the time that made you want to go over to.
No, because at the point in time,
Can't hear you.
I hear you know.
When I was chanting home, it wasn't really on a serious level. It's when I reached to the United States and I meet up with one of my brothers. I will consider him Emmett Red Mace, also Cali Biggs, right? When I meet with these guys, that is when I realized, like, man, they started really do this thing serious because the love I have for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is what made me decide, well, to take it that road then on a serious level.
Okay. So then how has the journey been for both of you thus far?
It has its ups and it has its downs. But the good outweigh the bad. And once you know what you're in it for, I don't think anything could really stop you. If you know you have a passion, you gotta keep fighting it because we live through life and life is a battle.
Right.
So we just have to keep going.
Yeah. What you say? How would you say your journey has been, Eggy?
Well, my journey has been up and down because in the game, I just go by a certain slogan, PNN. It stands for people not nice.
Okay.
Right? No, like for real. And you know, people will tell you they will do this and they will do that. You're spending your money and they're not really. So that is my downs, right? And my up is the love that I just receive from strangers when I out doing my work. You understand? That is my up.
Right.
Even from friends or family.
Yeah.
Complete strangers.
Yeah.
Is what does motivate me to want to continue to do this.
Agree.
Friends and family push negative.
Right. Right.
And that is my ups and downs in the soca game as far as now. Right? But other than that, I just want to keep a straight head, focus.
Yeah. Well, you know, in everything in life, it will have challenges, right?
Yes.
So what have some of the challenges been, if any, thus far for both of you?
Again, challenges this far, people.
People not nice.
That's
I'm saying that if you don't have anything good to say, don't say. So that's why I'm stuck up here. Like, you know what? Let me not say, you know?
Okay. Well, let me let you know that this is Behind the Soca, right? This is where we get into everything that goes on behind. Because, and the reason why it's called Behind the Soca, everybody just sees this.
Right.
They just sees what's in front of them. They don't see the challenges behind it. They don't see the ups and downs. They don't see the negatives. They don't see any of that.
So to piggyback on what Eggy was saying, right? Because, you know, Eggy and myself, we work together, right? And, you know, you might meet someone who was saying, well, you know, I'll work with you guys and I got you guys and this is going to happen and that's going to happen. You back and forth with them and then when you reach to Trinidad, nothing is in place. And these are the things that I don't know, for some reason, Caribbean people think that America is the life of roses. Yeah. And they don't understand thunderstorm lightning. You cannot call out like a Trinidad does call out and say, well, I can't come, go sign the book. Yeah. We can't do that. We have to work. Yeah. So when you're working hard through all these different weathers, and then you reach home and they're playing with you, your money and your time.
Right.
That's something, that's very frustrating.
Yeah.
And then it turns out as, well, you have an attitude or you this. So for me, I used to wonder why certain soca artists move how they move.
Right.
But not until now, me experiencing it as the, I'm not going to let it change me.
Right.
But it's still open to eyes of why they deal with people, how they deal with people. Because, like I said, people not nice.
Right.
They're really not nice. So most of the challenges we've been facing, honestly, is like the people we have been dealing with, they have been really untrue. Can't even use the word, but yeah.
Hey, understand. So it's all like learning experiences, and shout say Manuel rather the life is all like life learning experiences, industry learning experiences, because like me, I'm a friendly, bubbly type of person, and I have my, I'm a Libra, so the scale, it never like this. It's like this.
Trust me,
Right?
my mother is a Libra, so I know how you guys
Okay, killer songs are saying contracts. True, right? So I'm like this friendly, bubbly person, and then sometimes I just rock back. But like, I feel like if I go to say hi to an artist or somebody like that, and your face skin up, I like move on to you. Where your face skin up for? Like, I just say hello. I ain't coming to eat your bread. Like, you know what I say? Yeah. So it kind of weird, but then you get to realize, like you were saying, people play in your face, or people take you for granted, or
Yeah.
and this is why they're like, all right, I ain't really know you. When I get to know you, it could be all, where's the scene? But still, I different. Some people are like that, whereas I will be like, hey, how you going? And then when you show me that, no you. So I understand what you're saying. So what are some of the things you do to overcome those challenges or those things that you went through, that you faced?
Do better and try to learn from the mistakes that we've made before. And it actually gives you more motivation and puts you back into the homework book as the, I gotta get this done, and challenge, do this a different way.
I realize Eggy is the bacchanalist here. Go ahead, Eggy.
Everything the jar in prayer. That's how I just deal with it. Because I'm not fighting this battle by myself. I had the best warrior on my side.
Right.
So that's how I just deal with mine.
Okay. Understood.
Take him at prayer. Go and pray on everything, because trust me, without that, you will lose your mind and you will go insane.
Yeah, that's true.
Craziness.
That's true. That is so true. You will go crazy. But how did the collaboration come about for Stink and Dirty?
Stink and Dirty was written by Shaft.
Okay.
So most of our songs, Auto Body, that I have, Stink and Dirty, Frolic, all of that was written by Jason Shaft.
All right.
Yeah.
So I was gonna
go ahead.
because I was gonna ask who wrote the song.
Yeah. That was true, Shaft.
And he decided that both of you should do the collaboration on it.
We wanted to do, from since Eggy and I done the Afro one back in 2017, I wanted to do another collaboration with him, and Sharp was like, yeah, the perfect song. And that's when he gave us Stink and Dirty.
So this is your second collab. Okay, and then Shaft wrote the first one.
Eggy wrote the first one. The second one is Shaft.
Okay. So Eggy, you're shopping songs, or you're just writing for you and Rreecey?
No, I shopping songs as well, man.
So how has the response been since the release of the Stink and Dirty song?
It's been good.
The response been, in everybody that heard this song gave a very positive response to it. Like, that's one of the songs that I did, like, really sing, like, do the music behind it, not write this song, right? But, and people like, really like, yeah, boy, yeah, feeling this one. I like this one.
Okay.
And to hear that, it really does bring a kind of joy to you because knowing that you've been pushing and fighting for this, you know what I mean? So that's the response that is get, but this one is really, yeah.
It makes you keep going, right? Because and it's strangers again, right?
Motivation again.
So
Shock me.
how does it make you feel that strangers? Because I know it too, right? Like it took a while to get like family members on board and stuff. Because like, oh, you're dancing soca. More so because I'm a hot mouth. They're like, I go cause all the people. And I'm like, nah, we talking about like, I rock cool. So how does it feel like with having complete people you don't even know, like especially in different countries, like Pushy and Rate and then the people who like they're watching everything, they ain't liking it. They're just watching. How that make you feel?
All right, that does hurt my heart. Being honest and tell you because these same people, when I reach where I'm going, them gonna wanna be right there,
Yeah.
But what you really do to help,
Right.
even I like or share,
Right.
get me to that next level.
Yeah.
Because your followers is people I mightn't be friends with.
Yes.
Even if there's one or two,
Yeah.
that is somebody that heard what's happening.
Yeah.
So for my friends and family, Rane, who do not do what I just say, yeah, it hurt. Because I'm not doing this for joke. This
Right.
is my life. This is my career. This is what I love.
Right.
No, I don't want nobody believe in me, because the truth be told, I have to believe
Yeah.
in me before you
Yeah.
or Rreecey or anybody can believe in Eggy Dan.
Yeah.
Eggy Dan have to believe in him first.
Yes. I agree.
So it does hurt my heart because the kind of heart I have, the truth be told, I will still see them and pull them in.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how Jah make me.
True.
Can't change that and fight. That the big man, why doing?
True.
Who is me to question the big man what he doing? So he don't make mistakes, and everything I believe is timing.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people that say that in the industry. What about you, Rreecey? I want to shout out Anika Berry on the live. Shout out Anika Berry on the live and Johnny Blackman. Big up yourself.
Hi, Anika. Hi.
What about you, Rreecey?
For me, to be honest, I got used to it because from singing calypso, it's always me rolling by myself. Even when I had my son, I was taking him with me, going and singing. It's just me and the response I get back from fans compared to, your family and they just there because again, they don't believe in what you believe in. And I can't blame them because everybody have a different passion, So I just kept going and going and going, and it just motivates me more. One day, they're gonna support, whenever that day is. But I'm gonna still keep doing what I need to do for me.
Yeah. So, tell Eggy Bango have him full support. So I wanna know how you think we could overcome that. I mean, shouts to being. I mean, I think we can't force people, We can't force people to see our vision. We can't force people to see, where we're going. Because I know people that I grew up with from small, and they will push everybody else. And it's like, but I don't take them on because guess what? For that one person, it's have 100 more people like, hey, yeah, you're doing good, Ari. I'm proud of your support. You every day. Every day I talk to somebody new, like, I really support you and people you don't even know rates in the songs, right? So I think you just had to ignore them. And then eventually maybe they will come around. But to me, I really don't care if you come around or not. A lot of people are jealous of what you are doing. Now that I don't even give energy to that. See the jealousy thing and the hate and the this. I don't give energy to none of that. I like my mind clear. and peaceful, and I don't give energy to that. I don't look at people being jealous, because to me, I'm like, what are you jealous of? Like, I doing me, I trying to do a thing. I don't think we on that same wavelength, so I don't think it's anything for you to be jealous about. So Johnny Blackman, that's my stance there on that jealousy thing. I don't give light to that. I know you sent your request, but you'll have to be added to another segment of Behind the Soca. We on tonight with Rreece and Eggy. Although I keep saying Rreecey. We on tonight with Rreece and Eggy. So I know you're not seeing, probably Eggy not seeing the questions and comments, but I'll make sure I read it out. Kiffy said facts, which I agree. You can't really force people to see your journey and where you want to go. And as the song says, nobody wants to plan the corn, everybody wants to raid the band. So you don't know how that was going. Now, who so you said Shaft wrote Frolic, Shaft wrote Autobody, Shaft wrote Think and Dirty? Yeah. Okay, so are you all in a writing camp?
Yes, we are, but well, it's like Eggy and two other artists, you know, underground artists, Calibig and Bliggy. Yeah. So they sing soca too. They just
as well too.
Red Mace. So they're more like the behind the scenes, you know. So me and Eggy more the front line, and they more behind the scenes as when we write, you know, give ideas, you know, we send the song, we do, you know. So right now we're working with Shaft, but we will have songs that we will be releasing on our and out of Hooligan too.
Yeah. He's still on the line.
I'm not sure if he's still on the line, but shouts to Hooligan. Hooligan's a good one.
Yeah.
So who's leading the writing camp?
Eggy Dan.
Eggy. So Eggy, you just playing choir and shy rock back there in the car?
No, don't say that. I just speak when I'm spoken to.
I can't. You're just jumping and cut off Rreece twice and you're talking about you speak when you're spoken to? I don't understand. Help me understand. So Johnny Blackman saying, no, it's true. Big up Johnny Blackman, by the way, Nyla Blackman's uncle. So Johnny Blackman is saying, no, it's true because people don't have the love for what you are doing. Somebody don't have to love or have the love for what you're doing to support you. That is my thing. Because somebody could want to be selling nuts and I will buy real nuts. And even though I not go and eat 20 bags of nuts, I will buy nuts and share to other people. That's just how I am.
That's a fact, though.
I used to go real parties back then. Support. And then if I keep an event, none of these people they see when you invite them. And that will make me stop go to people events.
Yeah.
Stop support certain things because it's not one way. And you're bringing people, you support, you're selling out, where's my event? Until wait, it's a one-way street. So that was it for me. Party was done. Support, I just in my own zone, doing my own thing.
I would throw my own party and if it's me and the DJ alone and whining low. How about that?
Of course.
Because guess what? After that, somebody else will come and it will be one person again, and it will be one person again, and it will be one person again. So, and that's just how it goes. So, I'm only laughing. That's just how it goes. And I told someone that I used to be in studio with real artists, just behind the scenes, listening, critiquing, fix this, pull up this, you know. When I start to sing, nobody knows me. Nobody knows me. They don't know me. And I like, okay, one or two few people, right? But a couple people like, I can't remember you. Really? You remember the song you sing? And we was in the studio, and I telling you what level support this or the other. Oh, you don't remember me? Okay, cool. No problem.
You know what kills me is when they, you didn't do this right. You didn't do that. But one time, you do everything, right? And you have your song. You're looking for them, you can't find them, no. Not a post, not a like, not a nothing.
Well,
okay. I think you should, or I think you...
Right. No, I'm not looking for them. That is me. I'm not looking for you, you know. I put point of my thing. If you happen to come, you come, but I'm not looking for you. Who freeze?
Facts.
But yeah, because you're stepping on their scene. The scene is big, and they're afraid of you taking away the spotlight. It has spotlight for everybody. I
It's so big.
could buy a
It
spotlight
have
on
room.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, spotlight selling. So I don't understand. Quickie, what's up? So I just don't understand. It has nothing to do with that. It has room for everyone if people will make room for everyone.
Make room, exactly.
But that is not.
And that's the thing. They're not doing that. Everybody just selfish, and it's just me, myself, and I. You know. And the culture is so much love. If everybody do what they're supposed to do, soca would be so nice. The love for soca, because soca can reach real far. But I believe we as artists holding back where how far soca can reach.
Okay, I was about to say it could, but in your mind, would it? What's your thought process on it? Would it?
Yes.
It into existence, yes.
Okay then.
Yes.
Good answer. Yeah, but small-minded island people think that way, and a lot of people think that way. Well, I can't speak for everybody.
The reason for that, you have to remember too. Yes, soca is a genre, but we want to push for that to reach up there with R&B and rap music and recognize we in that way. That is the push.
But I must say, but
yeah, the but is always a coming.
No. Many people before us say the same thing you saying. This been saying for years and years and years and years. But
trust me, I believe
happen if everybody comes together and put their heads together. You don't think it can happen?
I believe the younger generation is what could make that change, right? Fighting happen in our time, but what about the ones who come in? Because it's not about me right now. More time I focusing on them, like big up Young Kamani, big up Jalisa, big up Kerry, doing the thing. Them is the future, Rane.
Yeah, I know them. I know who you're speaking of.
Them is who we, even the ones who then pave the way for we. Just like this, what you doing here? Big up yourself for the Rane.
Thank you.
Because trust me, somebody hearing and seeing what's going on, you know. Even if it's 2-1.
That's what I say also. I always say, even if it's 1 or 2, somebody here. If I performing in a party and one hand raised, I good.
You're good with that. I good with
that. They have to change their mindset. Well, let's hope it will happen in the near future, and they have to change their mindset. Everyone can be in the scene and be heard. First of all, the person that's sending all these messages, right, came from the long lineage of Rash Shorty Eye, right? Rane funny. and I don't know. We should do a history on that. Like, what happened from the stage of Rash Shorty Eye to now? I don't know if you want to share that with us. What happened? And I had to have Johnny, I had to have you on the slide because you will bring some history on this. What happened from when Rash Shorty Eye created soca to now? That's a good question. You put in question mark because you are asking. you come from the lineage of Rash Shorty Eye. So I am asking, you understand? If anybody would know the answer, wouldn't it be him? So, in your eyes, what do you think some of the challenges that upcoming artists, young artists face in the industry, and what do you think needs to change in the industry?
I just think in the industry there should be fair and open doors for talented upcoming artists that coming in the game. They should give everyone a chance. because there's a lot of talented youths out here. You know, besides us singing as artists, there's a lot of youths that could sing but cannot be heard. And I think they should pave a way to give these people a chance to be heard.
Yes. So I don't know if you ever heard anyone say this, and mostly African Americans. I've heard, or not even African Americans, mostly Black West Indian people or African West Indian people. Don't quote me, don't vex with me, we all black, right? I just point it out there because people like to misconstrue. And they will say, I had to work hard to get to where I am and bust my ass. So I'm not going and do this to you. Here, take my hand and come. You had to work hard and bust your ass just like I had to.
Yeah, it's so funny because Eggy and myself was having that discussion, I think it was earlier on today, about the same thing where, you know, people look at it as, well, I'm not going to make it easy for you. I work hard, right? But nobody not asking for it easy, but at least give some type of leadway to help them, because what might work for you may not work for somebody else.
Is what I say now. The same thing, the same words come out your mouth as the same words I say now.
Yeah. We was having that discussion today. The same thing.
Okay, but counterproductive mindset. Break it down, killer songs. But all these young artists is working hard. They just need that break. Yes.
The break if the door is not open for them to get the break.
Right. And the break is also, if I do this for you, what's it for me?
Something for something.
Something for something.
Nothing for nothing.
Nothing for nothing.
Yeah. Catch 22 question night. Yes, Cordell. Well, he said that when I asked the question of what happened from the time Rashoti invented soca to now, he said a lot of hate from people that he thought were his friends and fellow artists. Why? Crab and barrel. My thoughts. Yes, my nail broken, don't judge me. Anyway. I did not time to fix it. But anyway, yeah, so that's my thought. Because it's like, all right, I will get this break. Your song had to be a banger. And your song had to be, when I put you on my set or whatever, it go in and push me so. Because I can't put you on here, or I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So people need to forward the youth and also teach them with positivity. It's easy for the art form to be low. Yeah, Stabby on the live, big up Stabby. So, Rreece, this is for you, and this is a real deep behind the soca question, because people find out being so dainty and nice and neat with it. So let me get real behind the soca. With males that you encountered, right? Anyone, and you're laughing because you know where I'm going. I believe you know where I'm going. Anyone ever tried to hit on you for something?
That's why I did an article with I don't know if you saw the article where I've had DJs, I've had people within the industry told me I have to expose myself to be recognized. Yeah. I've had them tell me I'm not gonna play a song until I go out on a date with you. So yeah, I've had it all. And that was one of my reasons for me running from the soca back then.
Not good.
Because, you know,
red beard. But you're not the only person. Just so you know. You're not the only female, I should say. I don't know if anybody hit on Eggy for a promo.
Nah, nobody hit on it.
We gotta set for that. I guess Eggy really take a sip. I'm just saying, because why is it always that way with the females?
And that is a truth, you know, because most men is hunters, man.
Well, yeah, woman is hunter, so don't get twisted.
Lions, the female lions is hunters. But we talking about the human.
Okay.
Most men that is hunt. And that is what they're hunting for most of the time. The scene where the two legs join to. We behind the scene. No, we're not behind the scene at the soca.
Yes, we're behind the scenes. We're behind the soca. Go ahead, talk the things.
Right? No, and that's why they react like that.
Right. But then,
you see what happened too, right? It happened a lot of people too, females in the industry, that probably done do these things already, whatever they ask for.
You were going behind.
So no, I'm saying speaking the truth, right? And
that's why I said
they make it harder. they're making it harder for other artists who coming out.
Right.
But as a woman, I believe once you respect yourself, I ain't going that way with you. You play my music or you ain't play my music. Someday go play because you're not going to stop what it is I do. I will play my own music on social media. I'll find a way to get play. You understand? So as a woman, I think women should respect themselves and stand up to these men. You know, but when you give it, all of these men thinking that every female that coming after will do the same thing. I am not that one.
I should get a ding, 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 kind of. How you know that? Did you see that comment? I'm not even repeating. I am not. How you know that? How? Who showed you? This is what I want to know. Who showed you? How we reach here? How we reach here? Okay, let me get this comment from Sabi. Soca be Hollywood sometimes because the one for men is female promoters will try to get at you after the booking as well. But men, we don't express situations because society says a man can't be. I don't know that part. I don't know that part. It probably happened, but I don't know that part, so I can't speak on that. And Stabby, Stabby been in the game, man. Stabby been in the game. So if Stabby says something, it's because it went down.
Back on what Killer saying, you're so right. Men just so thirsty that anything they don't care what it is, they just want to get in. And it's just so shameful that just as what? Yeah. Okay, forget the hunters, right? We get that part, but it's just so shameful that this is what the industry reached to. That in order for female artists to get a player to reach somewhere, they have to pay back something. It shouldn't be like that.
Well,
it really shouldn't be like that.
Nothing running here. I can tell you that. And when they realize that, everybody falls back, and I have no problem. Because why? My son's playing in South Korea. I'm like, who the hell in South Korea listening to me? But I said, how to be some training out there, and they're liking the songs. And when I get the Apple Music thing, it's like you surpass the streams. You surpass, right? Like I said, but I need to go South Korea, Germany, and all these other places. So a lot of times I will hear people say, don't focus on Trinidad, focus on outside. Because when you bust outside, they will accept you so hard in Trinidad. But then at the same time, you're like, Trinidad is home. So how could you not focus on home? You know, Red Beard, you're offended that nobody hits on you. Okay, I'll put out a hit if you want. But women more for sure get it more upfront. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, how could you not focus on home? I feel like how you could focus on outside and on home. That is just my thing. Careless is proof. Wow, right? Careless. I don't know, boy. Like I had woman in Soca posted like 5 songs of Rane you need to know, and everybody's like careless. And I was like, I really like this careless. You know, so it's like when you think, and another thing, when you think no one is watching, trust me, people are watching. And you have to remember that. And that, as Eggy say, the people on the outside who watching and telling you, you know, hey, you're doing a good job, and they really like the song. I said, that does give you the motivation to like, I'm gonna keep going. And another one. And I really said another one. You know, to keep writing as well. I don't know if you hear him, though, if you follow.
No,
Yeah, so I think that is That's one of the downfalls because, you know, especially young female artists coming in, that could be a deterrent. Yeah, that could be a deterrent because you're coming in on a genuine level. And I honestly, I just say,
Face.
I wish that the people that I was speaking to prior to singing, because I just used to write, like I have a whole book of songs, and I just used to write because I was like, I'm not going and sing. I know how I am. If one person only say one thing wrong to me, the Maloney in me will come out, right?
Might just come out. I can't help it sometimes.
Yeah, so
I just be
I
me.
just, but then, you know, I get pushed to sing the songs, and then I'm like, I wish that the people that I was speaking to prior to even entering the industry would have told me how it was. And if they had told me how it was, I would have been like, hell to the no. But now I just be like my back brother, you know. And you know, everybody's watching, I'm like, oh, she's so cute and she's just so nice, and they just don't say cross me. It's a different story. Because it's a different story. You know, I'm nice on a whole. So sometimes you have to look outside the box. Of course, you have to look outside the box. Yes. But in your mind, you're like, this is home. And maybe I have to come out of my head with that. This is home. So I want home to be accepting before anybody else outside. Right? That is where you come from, right? You're singing the music of your land, but you had to look for people outside your land to accept you.
And that's crazy.
Thank you. Stay outside the box. No need to have boundaries. No need to have boundaries. We're not having boundaries. We're just saying it would be nice to be accepted where you are from, and then spread the love outside. But you know who is a big example of that? Azaria. Well, formerly Flippo.
Right.
The one, yeah, don't tell me that done. He is a big example of that. So, yeah, I think about that. But you see, the thing is, Rreece, once your music is on the digital streaming platforms, which it is, you don't have to worry about oh, I'm playing your song on the radio because you ain't on it. Okay. Streams talk.
Definitely.
So that's just how you have to deal with it.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
right, Eggy?
Yes, for sure.
Jala, big up yourself, girl. Long time no see. Right? So I just want to know, you collaborated with Eggy twice. Who else have you collaborated with, and who are some of the artists in the soca industry you would like to collaborate with?
Well, so far, like you said, it's only Eggy right now. Working on someone else right now. I have another collaboration coming. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, who I'm gonna put on it. And I would love to do a collab with Patrice, Nadia, Patrice and Nadia. Also Fayan. I love Fayan. Patrice,
And
Nadia, and Fayan.
You have that powerful voice, as Eggy says, so definitely. Yeah, you have that powerful voice. You see that auto body? I was like, oh, I said she had to be from town or the east because that's real sass. You got real sass in that. And I said, okay. And I was like, and I hear the frolic have a tempo, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a space.
Yeah, that frolic have a tempo. And the thing too is, you see, for me, where's a big deal? You see, marketing. Oh my god, because social media is such a funny thing, boy. Oh my goodness. And now it's like when they see you post stuff and they know you're trying to post something that way you pay to promo. So you have to pay to promo, right? But forget that acceptance thing. If they're paying your bills, true, sure, otherwise fire upon acceptance. These Bajans are very reckless on this life. Okay? Big up Barbados. And the reckless people. Barbados are very sweet, nice people, I must say.
Big up them.
Big up them. If only don't know Killer Songs is a good person to know if he will allow you all to know him because he's funny like that. No, he's real nice. He's a Libra too. But Killer Songs is a nice, good person to know. He produces and play music as well. Out of Barbados.
Do follow him on Instagram. I think so. Name sounds familiar, and I'm
Who
looking
don't
up his
follow?
picture.
Kill
I
us
think
all. This man.
I think
Big up
I do.
Nikki G
No,
and
but Bajan
the
people nice.
say that again?
No, I say Bajan people, they're very nice.
Yeah.
I have Bajan friends, and yeah.
Kill us songs, please. He is 100. Know him for years. Yeah, he's a good one. He's a good one. He's really good. So, what, when I should say, who are some of the artists in general, that you guys, you both look up to? Like, or inspire you, or give you that urge to keep going because you saw them do it and you're like, you know what? They reached this far, and I
Marshall.
think I could push myself to reach that far. So.
Marshall.
I know, I thought I heard you say Marshall, but I was like, you have to say it again.
Marshall Montano.
Okay, what about Marshall Montano?
Well, the monk, he is the man, you know, and if he is the king of soca, right, why wouldn't you want to be the king of soca as well?
I should say.
So, I mean, I want to look up at the greatest, big up Super Blue as well.
Yeah.
You know? So this is the man, yes. Short and sweet.
All right, Rreece.
For me, well, they died now, but the two people that motivated me the most and mentored me was Brigo and Singing Sandra.
I know you was going to say Singing Sandra from the time you said they died now. What about Singing Sandra? Because she's a force, eh? Singing Sandra, rest her soul, I must say.
Peace. Singing Sandra was like a mother to me, and she used to really mentor me with singing. And within times, like when I do a performance and I'll go with some practice and it's real buff and cuss. Sometimes I feel like I want to cry. What? Cuss. But when she finished, she will actually kneel down and pray with you. And that was peace for me. After she cussed, she will kneel down and she will pray. But she always warned me that you see the music game, it's not a friend.
Right.
Hold your head straight, keep going, do it as you have to do. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't fear nothing. Go with God, do it as you have to do. Even when Brigo told me the same thing, Brigo used to take me to Croco Calypso tent to sing, you know, a lot of tents in Trinidad. I used to go with Brigo also. Started teaching me how to write calypso. That's why I can write a calypso, but I cannot write a soca. You know,
understood.
So
let me just cut all real quick, right? I had like 3% on the phone, but I'm gonna talk until it cut off. If it do cut off, it's because the phone die.
Shame on you for not charging your phone.
Come on.
We're supposed to have a charger in the car. What is wrong with this man?
That charger gone through, boy.
Big up Apple. She passing through. Okay, yes, Jella. Sorry. She say Leroy for sure. Well, this is them, eh? This is them. So if Leroy is you, this is them talking about who are the artists that inspired her.
And for now, Patrice.
Yeah.
Because you see the growth in Patrice from when she started to now.
Yes.
And I must say Patrice is a powerful, strong woman.
Yeah.
With everything that she faced, and from coming from Marshall Camp to being her own solo to singing behind a band.
I think she used to do calypso as well.
Yeah,
right?
she used to sing calypso back then, yes. So the growth of Patrice, yes, definitely.
Okay. So since
now,
Eggy have 3%.
Let me correct one thing before, right? I don't want the people who watching feeling like, no, all of these men are inspirational people, you know.
Right.
Erical, Swappy, name them. All of these who get this forward before I or whoever coming should look at them as an inspirational or should be somebody to inspire. Right? So I don't want people who saying when I say Marshall, I just dealing with Bungee's a big one too as well. I just didn't call his name.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just that is what it is. Like everybody who been there does something that does inspire you as an artist.
That's true.
Upcoming or
That's
not.
true. That's true.
So respect all artists. Iowa George, big up yourself.
Yeah. I will at his time, man. Not how he still have his time, you know. People like to put it. But I will, yeah.
Is on there? Oh, the light off.
But I just wanna wrap up since Eggy have 3% on his phone. What can we expect for 2025 from Eggy and Rreecey?
Well, next month we released it as a rhythm that Eggy and myself on. It was also written by Shaft, production done by Millbeat.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so we actually have 2 songs each that we will be releasing.
Okay.
One will be in November, and the next one will be in end of December to January.
Okay.
And it's too groovy. Eggy's a groovy and a power. So these songs were written by Shaft and done by Millbeat. Yeah. So yeah,
Shaft and Mill is a good combo. I work with them a good couple of times. Somebody saying new song 3%. I done. Anyway, or Red Beard. But so Rreecey, cause it looks like Eggy gone. What advice you want to give to young artists coming in the game? What advice you want to tell them, especially young female artists?
To be yourself, hold their head high, stand with the dignity. You understand? Keep going. Don't let nothing stop you. Once you love and believe in what you're doing, you don't need nobody to believe in you. You have to believe in yourself. Be your biggest fan. Yeah. You know? So that's my advice to them. Stay true to yourself.
Yeah, I respect that for real, and especially the stay true to yourself part, because you could be easily persuaded or swayed because you want to get to this point and they're like, how do you
get to their head and they run. Yeah. No. Stay true to yourself and stand firm. Yes. Because they will come. They will come, but you have to be strong-minded.
They're coming hard both ways.
They don't care.
Both ways. Get that. They're coming, right?
Yeah.
So let us tell us how anyone could Eggy writing the new jam. 3% or more. I'm done. Leave Eggy alone. Tell us how. Oh my God, you come again. 3% of the girl them jamming, 10% of the girl them bending.
Oh God, I
say call, you know, every time. Next Wednesday, I'm banning killer songs and Rain Beard. Watch. My darling, as I was saying before, these two keep interrupting. Right. Tell us how people can go about contacting you for bookings, interviews, collabs. Let me know how we get on service.
You can find me on Instagram, Rreecey_music, Facebook, Musically Gifted Rreecey.
Okay.
TikTok, We Production. All my information is in my bio for bookings and everything that is needed. Or you can DM me.
Okay, so the WIE, we. What does that stand for?
International Entertainment.
We International Entertainment. And who came up with that?
Eggy and myself.
Okay.
So I come up with WIE, and I was like, oh, and he was like, now we gotta find something, so we went out and he ended up like, you know, World International Entertainment.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. Killer Songs and Red Beard. Look out for them on IG, especially Killer Songs. Red Beard, for all he's trying to be incognito, but he's a very bad videographer used by everyone in the soca industry.
Hi.
Yeah, so Red Beard, he's like my personal videographer too. So big up yourself. I go see the game. So most of my videos.
Cordell?
Yes.
I know Cordell very well. I just realized.
He hiding.
I saw some to Cordell named Red Bell. Oh, okay.
He hiding.
Hi, Cordell.
He said it's Cordell. He hiding. So
yes,
I just want to let everyone know to get familiar with Eggy Dan and Rreecey and their songs and their collabs and everything that's coming out of their camp, because they're working very hard. The music is very nice. Your songs will stay on the Behind the Soca playlist on Apple Music, so don't worry about that. Make sure you stream and purchase and support the artists. Any last questions by these two miserable men on this side. One hiding under a red beard and the next one just blatant. Right? So, Rreece, big up yourself. Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you also.
And this live will be posted in the feed. So for anyone that missed it, you can share it with them and let them check it out.
Thank you, love.
All right. Have a good night, honey. Bye.
Yes, love.